Barbies and Kens. Don't ask me why I'm dressed like Alice in Wonderland. I went on YouNow, and then I felt like this crazy makeup was in order because I haven't done my makeup in a fun way in a while. I feel like this lighting is awful. I feel like this quality is awful. You guys know how much it just eats me from within, but obviously I can't do anything about it, so yeah. And I wanted to film this because I've been wanting to film this for a while. And some days I tell myself I'm going to, and then other days I'm like, no. And today, I sat down and I said, hey, I'm gonna film it. So, hey, I'm going to film it. I was addicted to pills for about a year. I've never talked about this on live stream. I've never talked about this anywhere. So that's why I'm sitting down talking about it now. Okay, so when I was more just turning 19, I remember me and my friend went out the one night, and she was like, oh, do you want one of these? I'm prescribed to them, and they're awesome. Like, the side effects are really cool. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure. I had smoked weed before, so I didn't know if it was like the same exact thing, but they were oxycodons. So I was like, sure, I'll take one, and ended up snorting it with her. And a little bit after, it gave me, as you would know from taking pills or people that do shit like that, it gives you a high. So I was on this like incredible high where nobody could tell me anything and everything was amazing. I'm telling you, one time from doing it, I got addicted. And I was addicted, like I said, for a year, or I want to say it was a year, but give or take like maybe 2 years. I would stop and then continue doing it. I'm sorry too if my story is like going in circles or sounds weird. It's just there's so much. So after that, I started doing them, and I would get them from her, or I would just get them from other people, and I didn't want anyone to know. So I pretty much just kept it between me and her, like she would know. But then I got to the point where I wasn't getting them off of her anymore. I was getting them from other people, and she didn't even know about that. And I was kind of doing YouTube at the time. I kind of wasn't. Like, it was kind of like I just started my channel a little bit. But I had a lot of things going on in my life that I couldn't handle. And to me, that was like my way of handling things. Taking pills. It got to points where I would have it crushed out and baggy, ready to go. If I knew I was going somewhere, I'd have that money put aside to go get more. It became really bad. There were some nights where I were to go out and take one, or I would take a half, and then I would take another half and be like, I don't feel anything, and then take more, and I was slowly overdosing on them. I remember clearly the one night I took 2, and it was oxycodone and oxycontin, and I ended up puking everywhere on my bathroom floor, and I called my friend. I'm like, I don't know if I should go to the hospital or what I should do, and they were like, drink water, you'll be okay. I overdosed about 4 or 5 times before on them, not intentionally, but I just did. There's nights where my brother found me on the bathroom floor puking everywhere. There was a night where one of my friends, and this was a low point too, guys. This was when I was 19, but me and my friend went out, and I got so sick, and I was so gone to the point where we couldn't even go out. And then I tried eating. We stopped at the diner so I could eat. I couldn't eat. And I pretty much told her to leave me on her couch, and she wanted to call an ambulance for me, and I told her not to, and I said that if I was gone in the morning, that I'm sorry, and it wasn't her fault, and do not feel like she was to blame, and if anybody asked her questions, it was not her fault. That's pretty terrible. I feel like I could sit here without crying over this shit anymore, because I know how wrong it was, and it's been so long since it's been like this that I feel like I'm able to talk about it, you know? One of my final times when I did it, my brother came home, heard me puking, saw me laying there, and I was just so sick. And he pretty much told me, like, he knew about it, but was staying out of it. I pretty much told him it was none of your business what I was doing. And he pretty much told me this in this words, in this wording. You can keep doing this to yourself and overdosing on purpose by accident, whatever you're doing, and you'll die. And people will go to your funeral, and they'll feel sorry, and they'll feel bad for you. But after that, as years go on, people will forget you, and you will be forgotten, and you'll be gone. Do you want to be somebody that's forgotten? Or do you want to be here and be remembered? Those words echoed inside my head for days after that, and they still do to this day. I will always be an addict. And that took me a very long time to tell myself too, because I thought, I hate that word. And I thought after I was done doing it, I was done doing it. It was done. But I will always crave pills. I will always be an addict. I feel like too, like sometimes, like if I'm on YouNow or just like doing a video, I'll be like, oh, there's random pills in my purse. And I don't want people to be like, oh my god, like, she's doing pills again, blah, blah, blah. I always have, like, Advils rolling around my purse or just different odds and ends or just meds that I need for myself. So I'm just clarifying that right now. If you see anything, that's probably what it's for. Because, like I said, I haven't touched them since... I want to say 3 years ago. It's been 3 years since I've touched them. And I can tell you that for sure too, because when I made my video talking about me and my boyfriend getting together, at the time when I was really much investing my time into him, and like getting to know him and stuff, I explained in the video on New Year's I made a mistake and I ended up hurting him and blah blah blah, and I said I would talk about it eventually. This is the video where I'm talking about it. I was with him, and we, like, kind of had a moment where we were kissing, and I told you guys, sparks came and everything, and I was so fucked up on pills that the guy I was seeing came in and ripped me from him. And just being straight out honest, like, I'm always honest with you guys, I ended up having sex with the guy I was seeing in another room. And that hurt Doug a lot. And I told him, like, we don't really talk about it anymore, but I tell him I will never, ever forgive myself for that. Because I was so fucked up, and I even tell him to this day, like, that wasn't me. That was me on fucking pills. And, you know, that New Year's, I was just gone. Like, I just was not there. And mentally and physically, before that, I wasn't there. I was not right. And that's why when I went to the hotel party, I did them in front of people because I didn't care. Because I was at my end of my rope where I just didn't fucking care. And now when I look back, I hurt him, I hurt myself, and it sucks. But, you know, I feel like with everything in my life, it's a learning experience, and I got through it, and I'm sitting here today, and I'm okay. So, does it suck? Yeah. Did I learn something? Yeah. Will I always be an addict? Yeah. But I'm still me. And I'm alive. And I can honestly say today, sitting down, filming this video as freaking Alice in Wonderland, I'm happier in my life than I've ever been. Those 3 years ago to now, I'm so happy. And I'm so happy that I'm alive, and I'm so happy for the people who are watching this right now, who even took the time to sit down and watch this video from beginning to end, and that I care about you. And if you ever need anything or you want to DM me or talk, you can be my guest, because I know how it feels being lonely in a world that feels like it doesn't want you. I've been there. I was like very, very suicidal my senior year of high school, and I was 18 my senior year, and then 19 is when I graduated, and that was towards the end where I was just like so depressed because my health was acting up, and I had a really bad concussion, like some of you guys know, and I just didn't know if it was ever going to get better. And obviously it did, and it came out on top. But overall, with my body, those pills really could have done a number on my liver and stuff. I never got it checked out. I eventually will, but I'm okay. So I really hope you guys appreciated it and liked this video, and I'm sorry it was like a really weird one. I feel like this year I've been coming out with everything to you guys and just being honest with myself, and it's a good feeling. So yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and my next video will for sure be happier. But thank you for taking the time to sit and listen. Bye, guys.